What up, y'all? It's your boy Kato.
And Charlie Low.
Trilogy, Uncut,
Unscripted,
Unedited.
For sure.
Man.
So we're going to go ahead and start this. I've been wanting to get on this topic for a minute, man. And here on UTRILOGY, we talk about race a lot. But do you think in today's age that race plays a bigger issue in our social everyday life than it did in the past?
Do I think, well, it depends on how far back you're talking about going into the past. You know, if you go talking about going back into like the civil rights movement and all that, I think then it was publicly at one of its ugliest heads. You know what I'm saying? As far as history has, you know what I'm saying, taught me. And
since getting past that, since that should have been a turning point, right? Civil rights, somebody fighting for their civil rights, not even for their, I just want y'all to treat me civil. Right. Can I fight for a civil, right?
Can I be identified as a human?
Yeah, as a human. And all right, we got past that. So where are we at now? That what is happening now that
we fighting for some of the same rights all over again, just in a different, you know what I'm saying, different form, a different time. You know, we fighting now to where the whole fight is being publicized. You know what I'm saying, and it's being called different things, and the powers to be,
and the politics are different now.
Yeah, you know, and it's so many different, you know, different terminologies that they're using to cover up to where it's just basically, you know, the same thing. Like in the 60s, we fought for voter rights. You know, I mean, you just blatantly you couldn't, you know, vote if you was black. You know, now it's to where you got to have certain type of identifications, and if you don't have this identification, then you can't vote. Where they're making it harder.
Or we make you a felon, so you can't vote, even though, you know what I'm saying, my crime was not a harmful crime. You know what I'm saying, but you consider what felons are. So So you make me a felon, so I can't vote, and you take me out of that loop.
Right. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. I mean, it's like that. That's where, you know, a lot of it, you know what I'm saying, is to me it's playing out to be. It's like, you know, the powers to be is restructuring the game to play the same game.
To play the same game, just with different rules. Right. We're gonna change the rules a little bit. They're gonna think it's a new game, but actually it's the same game. Just the rules have been changed. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's gonna continue to happen. Because it's like, I don't know, I'm trying, I don't feel like I'm prejudiced, like I'm worried about white people, like I'm living my life like white people affect me in any kind of way, because they don't. No nationality does, because I create my own destiny. Right. I try to create my own destiny to live by it. But it seems like white people have a problem with us. You know, the mere statement that, like, this has been told to me quite a few times in my life, arguing with white people, that go back to Africa, right? Go back to Africa. You know, don't you know, that's one of the worst statements I ever heard. First of all, I can't go back somewhere I've never been.
Right, because you're not from there.
I'm not from there.
You're not from there.
That's one of the worst statements. Like, I don't even think when white people say that shit that they actually understanding what they're saying to us, right? Go, Kato. Well, you don't like it here. Go back to Africa. I'm not from Africa.
I mean, but how can you tell me to go back somewhere I'm not from? I mean, my ancestors might have some type of, you know,
connection.
Yeah, but that's like me telling the average white person, you know what I'm saying, go back to England, go back, you know what I'm saying, or telling
to the Caucasus Mountains.
Yeah, go tell an Asian person, you know what I'm saying, go back to, you know what I'm saying, China somewhere, when they are just as American as I am.
Born here, raised here,
and lived here.
My grandfather was from here. Like, what the, like, I never understood that statement. Like, how can you tell black people from America to go back to Africa?
When we was here first. We were here before y'all got here.
Like, why would we go back to Africa? I'm not from Africa. I've never been to Africa. And then you want to tell me to go back?
But see, where a lot of white people come wrong at, and if you do your due diligence and do your research like you're supposed to, y'all actually ancestors are from Africa too. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, y'all need to pay attention to it too, because you can tell me to go back to somewhere where I can tell y'all to trace y'all history, and y'all got to go back there too. Because civilization, people started from Africa. So
we trying to understand what is the actual fear? Like, what is the fear about? Like, what are white people fearing that black people are going to do? Are they think we're gonna try to put them through slavery? We gonna
pay them back. It's the fear of being paid back. Like if we ever let them get in power, they gonna do us the way that we did them, and I don't never want that to happen. So we can never let them get too much power. We can never let them get too much money, because with money they can start gaining power. You know what I'm saying?
But you know the average white person gonna say that's not true, right? Not anybody can be anything they want to be in the United States. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can be, but they like, okay, cool. Best scenario. We'll use somebody like Jay-Z, for instance. You know what I'm saying? You've come from the streets to going into music to making millions of dollars in all of the ventures that you chose to do. But believe it or not, Jay-Z has said it, and he'll continue telling you, there's a ceiling. They cap him off. They gonna cap him off. There's only a certain level that they gonna let him get to. And once he get to that level, it's no more. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no sky's the limit, to where other races, other nationalities, they don't have that, you know what I'm saying, sky's the limit type thing. You know, I mean, they have it to where it's like, man, you can go to the moon, where we can't go to the moon. We don't have that luxury.
It's a cap. It's a cap. No matter how much money you have, if somebody's capping you, all the money in the world ain't worth the cap, because the cap's still going to stop you. Like having all the money in the world, I can eat all this shit, but I can't provide it for everybody else, because if I start providing for everybody else, then it's a problem. You know what I mean,
you just look at every black entertainer, you look at every black, you know, activist or whatever. Anyone, you know what I'm saying? And Muhammad Ali said it well. You know, they asked Muhammad Ali why, you know, he don't at a point in time, you know, this was back in the day and everything, asked Muhammad Ali why, you know, he don't try to become one of those type of people that lead and get everybody together. And he said, because I ain't trying to get killed. He said, you look at every black leader that went from uniting black people. They was okay when they was preaching, trying to unite black people and do everything like that. But the moment they start trying to get everybody together, educate everybody, get everybody to move one accord, boom, they did.
It's a problem.
No, it ain't just a problem. They did.
Yeah, I'm saying it's a problem. We got to get rid of that person.
You know what I'm saying? Gone. As long as Martin Luther King was trying to educate, you know what I'm saying, black people and trying to get black people to have their civil rights. But when he started talking about, hey, white people, y'all come get with us, boom, he did. Malcolm was good when he was preaching to, you know, only to the blacks. As soon as he left from talking to the Muslims, said, you know what, I'm going to accept white people's help and white people involved in this and everything, boom, he's dead. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, as soon as that starts to happen, you're gone. You know, so it's like, man, it's not a fair game. But can't nobody besides a black person or a Mexican person, you know, come to me and really tell me about the struggles of America. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a racist person, because I got white people in my family. I have all different type of ethnic backgrounds in my family, you know, and that's the way that I was raised. You know, I was raised to accept everybody, you know what I'm saying? Judge each person to their own accord.
You know what I'm saying? By their own character, by themselves.
So, I'm not a racist person. I never have been, but I'm going to call you out on your shit if your shit, you know what I'm saying, ain't good if you black or white, because you got some dumbass black people out here, some dumbass Mexican people, some dumbass people, period.
Yeah.
But can't nobody else tell me about the struggle besides these people, because these people have shared the same type of struggle that I've shared.
How do you feel about the girl Candace Owens? Have you been checking her out?
No.
Candace Owens?
No.
Well, she's a Republican.
Okay.
Her and Kanye running together right now. You know, they hang together. They friends.
Fuck Kanye.
You know, they got the same opinion, saying we free thinkers, right? I'm
a fucking free thinker, but I ain't no goddamn dumb thinker.
That's the point that I'm getting to. Like they say, all right, well, welfare, aid programs, all aid programs hold black people back. You know what I'm saying? This is what they telling us. All aid programs hold black people back. I see more white people on those aid programs, you know what I'm saying, than I do black people.
More white people get food stamps. It's documented.
Than black people. Like,
right.
And then through our generation, we are not tied to, you know what I'm saying, aid programs the way the previous generations were.
Right.
I see more people graduating from college, becoming things, doing things, at least having jobs, than going to get on the system.
But like, they're not going to publicly say that.
No, but Candace Owens is going around scaring everybody like the system is because you want this. But see, the system isn't for me. What I want the system around for is for the people who need the system. I do agree some people need help. Most of these people are mentally people. You know what I'm saying? Like when you look at these homeless people out here, Like, what do they think homeless people are out on the streets for? They think they're homeless because, like, you know what, I'm so lazy, I just want to live outside. That's what they think. Most of these people are mentally disturbed. Can't get a job. Like, who want a mentally disturbed person working at their McDonald's, you know what I'm saying? Like, talking to, like, why he serving my burger? What you say over there? You don't want that, you know what I'm saying? Right. McDonald's don't want that. So, these people still on this planet, they need to eat, they need to survive. So, who helps them?
Man, and I totally understand, and I agree with you. I mean, the government has to help, you know, in some cases. And me, I put it like this, you know. When it comes to government assistance, you know, I don't like people that, I don't care what race you is, people period, and that's why I'm going to say people. I don't like people that take food stamps for advantage. I don't like people that take, you know what I'm saying, public housing for advantage. I don't like people, you know what I'm saying, that take the government bi-weekly checks for advantage and everything. And I was just having this conversation the other day, and me, if I could change the way it would be, I don't like Donald Trump, but I agree to certain things, you know what I'm saying, certain things that he touched on, but he doesn't give a direct path on how he's going to do it and how it's just touch on him. He just throw shit out there, you know what I'm saying. I do agree that welfare should be a time-limited program for all people.
I agree with that too.
For all people, I agree that.
But not for all people, because if somebody's mentally incapable, they always probably.
No, when I say all people, I mean ethnic background, you know what I'm saying?
You're talking about
it's not just a black thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying for all people, you know what I'm saying? So I believe it should be a time limit. Like, you know, I know a woman in particular, you know, that's been getting government assistance, you know what I'm saying, for 18 years now. You know, and she's been getting public assistance for housing, food stamps, and all that. And I think that's just too damn long. Too long to where I would be like, you know, if you're getting food stamps and you need government assistance for housing and everything, I believe you should only be able to get one or the other. One or the other. If you need help with food stamps, then cool, we'll help you with the food stamps, but you can't get public housing. You know, to where it's like, okay, cool. If you're gonna take the housing, you can't get food stamps. And either or should be a time limited program to where it's like, okay, you got XYZ time. To me, like, if I could do the public housing over, I would do it like this. You know, like for people that's young people that's getting Section 8 and everything. If you getting Section 8, I give you 2 or 3 years. 2 or 3 years, and then after that 2 or 3 years, that should be enough time to help you get on your feet.
You should have been saving your money.
You should have been saving your money.
Planning, because you know you're getting off in 2 or 3 years.
You know you're getting off in 2 or 3 years, and move on. And to where while you getting that housing, you're not allowed to get the food stamps at the same time. Or if you get the food stamps, you can't get the food stamps. You can't get the bi-weekly checks, and you can't get the housing. You can't get all of it and just ride this out forever. Like people continuously having children to continue riding this out. That shit's stupid.
Start a whole new program because I have a whole new child. I got to go through this thing all again.
Yeah, that shit's stupid.
The system is set up that way so you can play it that way. The system set itself up for that. But it's just not. See, I just hate that they come at us like it's only black people doing this to the system. No. When we know that's not true.
I mean, a little research.
Like I say, in my time, none of my immediate friends are on none of that. You know, like they don't get none of that. And I'm talking about 30 or 40 people that's in my immediate circle. None of them get none of that.
Right. And I mean, I can pick up the telephone right now, you know, and call my mother. My mother was, like I always say, you know, my mother was a single mother, and she'd tell you she didn't do the welfare thing. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't her, you know.
No, I can say my mother did do it for a period of time when she was going to school and working. Right. She got to during a period of time when she felt like she needed some help because she was stretching herself so thin. Right. But as soon as she got a job, that was over with. She never got it again.
And that's how it's supposed to be.
As soon as she got a job, that was over.
That's how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like once you are supposed to strive to be able to get on your feet. The government is supposed to, if they're gonna help you, if people want to accept the help, and there's nothing wrong with accepting help because we all need help. And don't nobody do it by themselves. So I mean, even the rich that say, you know what I'm saying, I'm self-made. Nah, your president, they claim he's self-made. He don't want to tell the truth about how much his father gave him, but his father left him millions of dollars to get started in his own entrepreneurship. So it's like everybody needs some type of help. You know, like it's okay, get some help, but don't ride that out. Don't make that help become your income.
Yeah, well, like I said, you talk to Candace Owens. She's out here and she's really, you know, an advocate for. First of all, she feels like we should all become Republicans. You know, we should stop being Democrats. Democrats is against everybody, but I'm neither one. You know what I'm saying? I'm independent from all.
Everybody be the same thing.
How's that free thinking if everybody's the same thing? Is that a free thinking?
No, you're communist.
You're the same as everybody else.
Like, come
on.
So
you're not free. You're not thinking free. Thinking free to me is actually going against
debate.
Being able to debate without fighting. Like, we can have a conversation about why I'm this and why you that, and like I say, I still don't know why somebody chooses to be a Republican or a Democrat. I actually don't know. What makes you say that I'm a Democrat? Is it because you believe in everything the Democrats are saying?
No.
Or you're a Republican because you believe in everything that they're saying? Or what? Is it your money status? Is it your color? What makes you what?
All of that plays into part, but me, you know what I'm saying, I used to always say Democrat, 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 because I was brought up being told that this was the side that helped, you know what I'm saying, me and my people, until I got older to understand how politicians lie worse than anybody.
Yeah.
They lie worse than anybody. They gonna make all these beautiful promises. Oh, we're gonna give you the moon, the stars, and everything. Watch when I get elected. And then as soon as they get elected, there's always a reason to why they can't do it, or you never hear them talking about it again. No, right. Or like, nah. I mean, politics is about being able to think and see through the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I would think politics would be about. But that's not what it's actually about. Not today's age. It's about, can you endure the bullshit? How much of the bullshit can I pour on you and you endure it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of that. I think I'm a free thinker. When I hear Kanye say, I'm a free thinker, I'm thinking free. Like, it sounds like you're thinking the way you feel like they want you to think so you can obtain the things that you want. Like, for your brand to get to the level of Ralph Lauren's, you need to play this game that they want you to play. You need to say these certain things that they want to hear. Because for you to think it's... Like, when he said, for 400 years, it has to be a choice to be a slave. Like, so what are you saying? They should have just fought back till they died and were gone, and then we wouldn't be here? Like, if they killed all of them, we wouldn't be here, right?
Kanye dumb as fuck, you know what I'm saying? And I think he's one of those type of people that, well, you know what? I'm not going to say he's dumb as fuck. I'm going to say, you know what I'm saying? Some of the shit that come out of his mouth is dumb as fuck. That's what I'm saying. So, but... That statement right there, I think when Kanye made that statement, he was thinking one thing and said another. You know, and I don't justify what he said, because like I said, Kanye says some outlandish, dumbass shit sometimes. But in that aspect, and if I had to try to, you know, say, okay, he said this, but let me try to understand maybe what he was trying to say, or what he was thinking, I would go more or less to say, he was saying that, and this is me, Kanye, trying to help your dumbass statement that you made out. I think he was more or less trying to say that you had the choice to be a slave, to either be a slave or fucking die. You know what I'm saying? Because there were no other options. And that time, you weren't allowed to just die, Kanye. You know what I'm saying? It was, okay, you don't want to be a slave, you don't want to do what we tell you. Watch, you know what I'm saying? Let me chain your ass up. We about to rape your daughter, kill your wife, kill your son.
Why you watching?
So, you know, like...
So if I seen them do that to you, like, damn, they didn't kill my man. They killed everybody around him. Right. Now, what am I going to do?
Go pick that motherfucking cotton?
I have no choice almost.
Go pick that motherfucking cotton, because you left with no other fucking option. There is no help. Kanye, something go wrong right now. When shit went wrong with Kim, what was the first motherfucking thing when she was overseas? They called the motherfucking police. They called the police to get some goddamn help until your motherfucking ass flew over there, which you weren't about to do shit, but y'all called and got some help. It was the motherfucking police who investigated, found out what was going on, blase. Who the fuck was your people gonna call when they was in slavery for 400 fucking years? The police was gonna come and blow their motherfucking head off for doing the wrong. Like, come on, man.
So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, and we could be just like the Indians. We could have fought back and been just like the Indians. I don't know no fucking Indians. I don't even hardly know no Indians.
Because the only Indians I know, they Indians.
No Indians, I know they part Indian, and that's the corn stalks that I grew up with.
And them ain't even real Indians.
Them the only Indians that I actually know. Like, out of my whole 40 years, I don't know no Indians.
So,
and I've been through, and you know what? I've been through, being on the road, I've been through a couple of reservation towns.
That's because it's fake shit, man. That shit right there is because they don't want to tell you people, meaning that look like me, you know what I'm saying, and darker and beyond and everything, that we were the original Indians. We were the original people. I mean, like, come on, man. How do How do people that was here before, you know what I'm saying, Columbus came here, how is these motherfucking pigmentation damn near the same as Columbus? How is their hair texture the same? It's damn near the same as Columbus and everything. Like, come on, man. Like, do y'all due diligence and do your research and look and see.
You don't have to. Bullshit. You don't have to, because in this society, when white people are wrong, they just ride with it. They came to America calling them Indians. They weren't even in India, and we still to this day call them Indians. They fuck up and they ride with it all the way till they fuck up becomes a reality, and we accept it. We accept the bullshit.
I ain't accepting that shit no more.
Well, it's time for us to stop, but it's just not us. Even some of the other white people need to stop. You know what I'm saying? I see some of them waking up and it's like, man, this shit is retarded what we actually doing. Like this alt-right group that's saying preserve the white race. Like, how do we do that? How do we help y'all preserve y'all race? What fashion does it help anybody to say, oh, well, we're going to help y'all preserve y'all race? How do we go about doing that? So you don't want us to fuck your white women and impregnate them and have kids with them? Then why don't you tell those bitches, don't fuck us? Like, what the fuck is we supposed to do? How are we supposed to help this situation? And then if we was to do that, Kato, do you know how crazy this would be? Just imagine we say, you know what, we help preserve the right race. Don't touch them goddamn white women. Don't fuck none of them. Don't impregnate them. Don't fuck them. Now we didn't almost catapulted them to godlike status.
Exactly.
If we was to do that, man, we finna help y'all out. We ain't gonna fuck no more y'all white women. Even though she keep on giving me the eye like shit. But I'm not finna engage. I'm not finna engage. She's looking at my black muscular skin. I am not finna engage.
Right.
I'm respecting you too much. Hey, the bitch wanna fuck, dude. You need to check this out. Cause I think this what we do, nigga.
Take her to the bathroom, bend her over, bust her down, send her on her way.
It's just not us. They want all races to do that. They want Mexican men to stop fucking white women. They want Asian men to stop fucking white women to help them preserve their race.
That's because y'all women don't want to fuck y'all.
For you to preserve your race, you know what you need to do? You need to talk to your white women. You need to put them in a position where they don't want to step outside of the race. Because we're not raping them and having babies with them. I don't know nobody who's saying, look, I'm finna rape a bitch and I'm finna have 8 kids with her.
If you look good, I'm gonna get at you.
Man, and that's
black,
how it is.
White,
Black, white, Chinese.
Rican,
We like women. That's
like
the crazy
women.
part about it. We like women. I don't hear no other race on this planet saying, let's preserve the Mexican race. Let's preserve the black race. Let's preserve the Asian, the Chinese. And nobody says this, but white people say, let's help us preserve the white race. Or we're trying to preserve the white race. Why?
Because y'all are shortening.
Why? Y'all that afraid of elimination?
Of being the minority.
Of being the minority?
Being the minority.
Of being the minority. Y'all that afraid. So now y'all putting up walls. To ensure this, y'all want to put walls up around so other races can't come in. Even though this country was built on other races coming in. Like,
but white people came in.
The hypocrisy.
White people came in there to, and I hate to say it. You know what I'm saying? Constantly saying that. You know what I'm saying? We were here first, but let's just step aside of that. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, everybody that's in America are foreigners. You know what I'm saying? Every nationality in America are foreigners.
If we go by the story, we go by the story.
Everybody in America.
If we go by the story that they brought all the Africans here, that they brought the Africans here, that they came here. The only people that would be here is the Native Americans that they called Indians. Right. That would be the only people here.
So
So everybody else is foreign.
We know that's not true. You know what I'm saying? And we know.
But that's not true. And you know what else? But the Mexicans would have been here too.
Because they've been coming across back and forth since the time.
It was at one time there was not no border.
Right.
It wasn't until the Europeans came, and it wasn't until they started dominating the West that they created a border. Right. Before then, Mexicans traveled back and forth.
Texas, California, all that was fucking Mexico.
They went back and forth. Yeah. It was no border. Right. They created that border. Now they created a border and they want to put a wall up. And then say they got to pay for it. Come on, man. Anybody that gets behind that statement, that's some racist shit to say, man.
But you know why that is, don't you?
Why?
Because the Mexican population is growing so fast.
But who's so strong?
So strong in the United States. To me, it's not a bother to me.
Because
I love the Mexican culture so much because it coincides so much with the black culture. Mexicans and black people, man, like I've been to Mexico. You know what I'm saying?
I've been to Mexico with you.
Right, you know what I'm saying? And They ain't no different than us besides the language that they speak.
Besides the language.
The language they speak, a lot of their culture is the same as ours, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, I love it, you know what I'm saying? I love it, you know what I'm saying? I get along with
I've been down there multiple times,
yeah,
and I had a nice time every time I went. I was treated nice.
Beautiful.
Even though I seen some gangster shit happen quite a few times, but hey, I've been in the hood and I seen a lot of gangster shit, so it didn't. I wasn't expecting it there like I'd seen, but hey, that's neither here nor there. Yeah. But like you say, the culture I respected, and the food was great, and I had a fun time. I seen some beautiful women.
Y'all think J-Lo look good? Take y'all ass to Mexico.
Some of the most beautiful women I just seen at the mall walking around. Regular women, they were beautiful. Like, I could not believe that this many beautiful women are in Mexico walking around like every day. Like, this is, y'all get to look at this. I was amazed. I was truly amazed. I went back multiple times because I was so amazed.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Until something's fixed, man. Until the white race either assimilates with everybody else, because now what they're trying to do is get us to assimilate with them. And then they got this black girl, Candace Owens, going around, you know. People need to stop being Democrats and be free thinkers like us. Like, so become a Republican, that's going to make me a free thinker. To become a Republican.
Everybody going to be walking around, you know what I'm saying, doing the same thing. We're going to look like fucking computerized motherfucking people. Like,
I really want to know how many black friends that she actually has. Like, not just the black friends that grew up with her. Outside of that, how many other black friends did you meet that came from different backgrounds than you? That came from different structures than you? You know what I'm saying?
Kanye. You say she rolled on Kanye, right?
Yeah.
That's how.
But she met Kanye. She met Kanye after he was already rich. If she didn't know Kanye before he had any money, would she have liked Kanye?
Yeah, but who Kanye? You know what I'm saying? Kanye from Chicago. Tell me how many hood motherfucking friends have you ever seen Kanye with? You know what I'm saying?
I'm pretty sure he knows some hood people.
Yeah, but how many have you seen him rolling and moving with? You know what I'm saying? How many hood friends have you heard?
He had Kardashian.
Have you heard say, you know what, Kanye, you know what I'm saying? Kanye came back to the hood and helped us get up out the hood, blase, blase. I mean, you seen Common with his, you know what I'm saying, with his people. You seen R. Kelly nasty ass with his people. Yeah. You seen Twister with his peoples and everything. When have y'all seen you see Kanye with other Chicago popping artists? That's who you see Kanye with, or you see Kanye move with other artists that's getting their situation together.
But when he just moving spot, where is his Chicago friends, his hood friends?
You don't see none of it. I ain't never seen it in his whole fucking career.
Him hang out with his hood friends.
Never. You know what I'm saying? So, like, come on, man. I mean, Kanye's been
a misguided soul. I don't care if he's hood or not.
But this is what you claiming. So, you know what I'm saying? That's just like, you know. Like, the dude Gene Deal, you know, Puffy old bodyguard, he blasted Puffy out like, Puffy, you know what I'm saying, you claim it Harlem, but you not from Harlem, you from Mount Vernon, you know what I'm saying, like, you not from here, you know what I'm saying, name the schools you went to, name this, name that, you know what I'm saying, so people kill me with that, you know what I'm saying, like, you gonna claim you from somewhere, but you can't speak on nothing that you know,
did there.
No real establishment.
No.
You know what I'm saying, like, alright, man, you know, I get you, I guess.
Just because you run in the area don't make you from the area.
Not at all.
I run that area, I hang in that area, but I ain't really from there. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing wrong with that either. You know what I'm saying? Shit had to deal with your money earning Mount Vernon. There ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But he claimed it and owned it. You know what I'm saying? He claimed it and owned it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of rappers out there that I see do that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of artists do that. You know what I'm saying? They run in these areas. They're not really actually from them, but they claim them once they get to that stardom. Like, you know, I'm from Compton, even though like you really not from Compton, you from Riverwood. You know what I'm saying? We know this. We know this because we know where you went to high school at. We know where you went to middle school at. We know you went to elementary at. You went to school over there your whole life. That's where you're actually from. Right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you did run in this area. All of us know you over here. We do know you, but you're not from here. You're not actually from here. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people do that. You know what I'm saying? But once the truth come out, you know, they own up to it. But I don't know. Kanye to me, I respect his music. And you know, me and Kanye share the same birthday. You know what I'm saying? We share the same exact birthday.
Are you crazy like Kanye?
Not like Kanye, but I am crazy to my own degree. You know what I'm saying? I have my own vices that I'm hung up on. But not like him, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm for the people first. I'm always put the people ahead of me because I want to see the people succeed. My success is my success alone, you know what I'm saying? But if the people don't succeed, my success is up, then I'm losing because if I got to be up here and watch y'all down there, I still feel lost, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I'm not with the people who I want to be with. I need y'all up here with me. Or either I have to come down with y'all and that don't sound smart for me to go down. My smartness is to bring y'all up. You know what I'm saying? So to that fact, no, I'm not crazy like Kanye because I can't see myself not helping my people at every step of the way that I go. And the more success I get, the more success I want to see them have. You know what I'm saying?
What Kanye tell y'all? Fucking around, get on and leave your ass for a white girl.
Man, and did it.
Ha! He was telling y'all what he was going to do.
And did it. And they respect him. They
He told y'all what he was going to do.
He lost a lot of respect in the black community. I don't know how much he gained in the white community.
Turned around and got married to the biggest hoe in Hollywood.
I know, man. I don't,